Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. You hop in the car, drive literally 5 minutes to grab a coffee, maybe pick up some milk at the store, and then right back home. Seems harmless, right? I mean, cars are meant for driving. That's what they're made for. But here's the kicker. Your car actually hates short trips. Like, deep down inside the engine, it's groaning every time you do it, and you don't even realize it. We're talking about hidden damage, stuff you can't see, stuff you won't even notice until one day your car doesn't start, or you're staring at a repair bill that makes you want to cry into your coffee. So in today's video, we're breaking down why cars secretly hate short trips, what's actually happening under the hood, and most importantly, how you can avoid slowly killing your car without giving up your morning coffee runs. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we make car ownership simple. No confusing mechanic speak, no open your service manual to page 432 nonsense, just real tips that keep your car alive longer and save you money. So, short trips. We're talking under 10 minutes. That's the danger zone. They seem harmless, but they can cause long-term damage. By the end of this, you're gonna know why short trips stress your engine and battery, what's happening with your oil, exhaust, and even your spark plugs, and the easy things you can do to protect your ride. All right, let's dive in. 1. The engine never warms up. Here's the first big one. Your engine loves being warm. Not hot, not cold, just in that sweet spot, usually around 190 to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. That's where everything runs smooth and efficient. When you start a car cold, it runs in open loop mode. That's just a fancy way of saying it burns extra fuel to warm up faster. Like when you're freezing and you start jogging in place just to heat yourself up. Now, on a short trip, the engine never gets there. It never hits that sweet spot. And that means 3 things. Your fuel isn't burning properly, extra fuel leaks past the piston rings, diluting your oil, and the exhaust never gets hot enough to burn off moisture. So basically, your engine is running stiff and sluggish, like you trying to sprint without stretching. Spoiler alert, it doesn't go well. 2. Condensation builds up in the oil. Here's something people never think about. Every time your engine runs, a little bit of moisture sneaks into the oil. Totally normal. But normally, when you drive long enough, that oil gets hot and evaporates the water out. Short trip? Nope. The oil never gets hot enough. The water just stays there, like a swamp. Over time, that turns your clean oil into sludgy, chocolate pudding-looking gunk. And sludge is basically engine death. It clogs everything, makes parts wear faster, and forces you to change oil way more often. Think of it like making tea, but never letting the water boil. You just end up with a sad cup of lukewarm leaf water. Not what you wanted. 3. Your battery never fully charges. This one hits a lot of people. Did you know that just starting your car takes a huge bite out of your battery's charge? I'm talking a big gulp. Now, the alternator recharges it while you drive. But here's the thing. Charging takes time. On a short trip, the alternator barely gets started before you park and shut the car off again. Do that over and over, and suddenly your battery is always low. You're basically walking around with your phone stuck at 20% all the time. You might get through the day, but sooner or later, it's gonna die. That's why people who only do short trips are always buying new batteries way earlier than they should. It's like spending $10 a day, but only making $5 back. You're broke before you know it. 4. Exhaust system corrosion. Let's talk exhaust. Every time your engine runs, it makes water vapor. On a proper drive, that vapor heats up, turns to steam, and blows out the tailpipe. Easy. But short drives? The exhaust system never gets hot enough. That water vapor just sits inside the pipes and muffler, like a puddle trapped in there. Over time, it eats away at the metal. Rust. Holes. Suddenly, your car sounds like a lawnmower on steroids. And guess what? Exhaust repairs aren't cheap. That $4 coffee run? Yeah, it just cost you hundreds down the line. Number 5. Spark plugs and fuel system wear. Here's another one that sneaks up on people. When your car's cold, it runs rich. That means it dumps extra fuel into the engine to warm it up. perfectly fine if you're driving long enough to burn it off. But if you're only driving a couple minutes, that extra fuel doesn't get used. Instead, it leaves behind carbon deposits on spark plugs, injectors, and valves. And you know what that means: rough idling, bad fuel economy, and hesitation when you hit the gas. Basically, your engine's trying to cook on a stove set too low. It doesn't cook properly, and now you've got a sticky mess to clean up. 6. Cabin comfort versus engine health. Oh, here's some irony for you. A lot of us do short trips because we want comfort. It's cold, I just want to blast the heat for 5 minutes. Or, it's hot, I need that sweet AC. But both of those actually make the car's job harder when it's cold. Your heater relies on hot coolant, which the engine hasn't built up yet. And the AC compressor? That's extra load on the engine. So what happens? You're asking the car for comfort before it's even ready. It's like rolling out of bed and immediately being told to run a marathon. Not fair, right? 7. Real-world example. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you live in one of those neighborhoods where everything's close. Grocery store, 2 minutes. Gym, 3 minutes. Gas station, right around the corner. On paper, you're thinking, sweet, I barely drive 30 miles a week. My car will last forever. But in reality, your oil is slowly turning into sludge. Your exhaust is filling with moisture. Your battery is losing charge every single day. So yeah, your mileage might look low, but the car's health? It's suffering. It's like buying a treadmill, walking on it for 2 minutes, and then bragging about your workout. You're not fooling anyone. 8. How to minimize the damage. All right, so what can you actually do? Because let's be real, short trips are part of life. We can't just stop running errands. Here are some practical tips. Combine errands. Instead of 3 separate 5-minute trips, do them all in one 20-minute loop. That gives your car time to warm up. Take the long way home now and then. Add an extra 10 minutes to your route now and then. Good for your car, and hey, maybe good for your stress too. Use a battery maintainer. These little gadgets cost like $30 and keep your battery charged if you don't drive much. Change oil based on time, not miles. If you mostly do short trips, change it every 6 months, even if you haven't hit the mileage. Give your car some exercise. Every so often, take it on a 30 to 40-minute highway drive. Clears out deposits, charges the battery, burns off moisture. Think of it like taking your dog for a real walk instead of just letting it out in the yard. And here's a big one for my friends up north. Cold weather makes all of this worse. Engines take longer to warm up, moisture builds faster, and your heater? Yeah, it struggles too. So in winter, try not to just move the car a few blocks and shut it off. Don't just idle for 20 minutes either. That wastes gas and doesn't warm things as well as driving. Instead, aim for at least a 15 to 20-minute drive. That's the sweet spot. Your engine's happy, your heater's hot, and your exhaust actually clears out. So, what did we learn today? Short trips seem harmless, but they slowly add up to big problems. Weak batteries, rusty exhausts, sludgy oil, clogged spark plugs. But it's not all bad news. With a few little changes, combine errands, take the scenic route, use a battery maintainer, you can avoid most of that damage and keep your car running smooth for years. At the end of the day, cars are like people. They don't just need short sprints, they need a good workout now and then. And now, I want to hear from you. What's the shortest trip you usually take in your car? Drop a comment down below. I love reading your stories. And hey, if this video helped you out, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more simple, practical car tips every week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, drive safe out there. Before you go, stick around for the videos popping up on screen. One is my latest upload, and the other is hand-picked to help you get even more out of your car. Pick one, and I'll see you there.